All right, welcome to Fit Essentials. Go ahead and come to your feet. Hands in front of the chest. We're gonna take 3 cycles of a breath. So I'll breathe and reach up to overhead. Join me, breathe in, stretch tall. Exhale and relax the arms down to the sides. Good job. Feel free to close the eyes, bring yourself into your body. Breathe and reach. Exhale, relax, let go all the other things that you feel like you should be doing right now other than being here for yourself. Fantastic. One more cycle. Breathe in, stretch tall, up out of your hips, out of your neck. Try to be as tall as you can, and one more nice long exhale. Fantastic. We're gonna go one hand on the hip, rotate and reach straight out towards your side. Hand on the hip, and twist and reach. Nice and smooth here. Breathe out as you reach, so exhale. About one more or so on each side. Stretch it out long, and the other side. Fantastic. Next, we're gonna reach up to overhead, and just nice and gradual, we're gonna make nice big sweeping circles, reaching down for the toes, but not overstretching anything. Circle around, up to overhead. We'll go 3 times one direction, and then we'll reverse. And as your body starts to open, just notice if you can get just a little bit farther each time. Doesn't have to be dramatic. Just come in a little bit closer to the floor. Once you finish your 3, go ahead and take it to the other direction. Slight bend of the knees as you do this. Core is engaged as you reach down, supporting the spine. Very good. And once more. All the way up. Fantastic. From here, we're gonna go arms to the side, one palm up, one palm down, and then we're just gonna kind of slink side to side. Rotate through, get some rotation through the torso and shoulders, obviously. Very good. Gonna bring the feet in, arms down to the side, and now we're gonna shrug the shoulders up and roll them back and down. Very good. Some good movements there. And from there, we're gonna take it into those elbows. Kind of adjust the screen. And then last, wrist rolls. Good. See what's going on with my battery charger. All right. Okay, hopefully this will work. All right, fantastic. And then next, let's go ahead and come to center. We're gonna start with some windmills. So nice wide base stance, arms at the side, hinge the hips, reach towards the opposite knee. So start with the knees, and then gradually start to reach a little bit lower from the knees to the shins. And so on, making your way down. We'll get about 5 on each side here. Engage those glutes as you stand tall. And after about 5, go ahead and walk it in. Next, we're gonna go feet straight underneath the hips, toes are pointing straight ahead. We're gonna have a slight bend in the knees, hands behind the head, and now we're gonna bow forward. Hinge over and stand. Bow forward and engage the glutes to the top. Nice and long through the spine, chest is lifted nice and tall. Let's get about 1 more here. Very good. And now we're gonna move into some jumping jacks. So you can either step out to the side, or if you feel comfortable and okay to do a light jump, you can go into a jump. We're gonna get about 30 seconds here. Very good. Here's when you want to have some fun with it, be a little playful with yourself. I don't know, think about being like in high school or something, jumping up and down at a dance. All right, and then bring it down. And now we're gonna march and punch or running high knees. Well, if you're anything like me in high school, dances just gave me more anxiety than it was fun half the time. But you know, nonetheless, we can have some fun. Great job. Let's go 10 more seconds here. Fantastic. We're gonna go wide base stance, Cossack lunge. So knees drive out, open up that inner thigh. Sometimes it helps to hang on to a doorway or a chair here as well. Make sure that heel's planted, shin is nice and vertical. Shifting side to side, open up that inner thigh. up to the center. And once more to the opposite side. Once you finish that, walk the feet in. We're going to cross the right foot in front of the left foot. Stand nice and tall, core strong. We're going to go into a forward fold here with that leg crossed over. And you'll usually feel this a little bit more in the lateral leg, a little bit into the hip. Take a nice deep breath into the back of the rib cage, and then go ahead and come on up to standing. So again, notice we got the left foot in front. Let's uncross that leg. And now we're going to sit back, chest tall. Let's go between 3 and 5 air squats. Drive the knees out, feet stay firmly planted. So toes push down, heels push down. Breathe. Great work. I like to reach the arms out and up just to help kind of guide the torso to stay tall. Fantastic. All right, we're going to go back to the start. This time, instead of a windmill, we're going to practice a little bit of balance. So we're going to sway to one side, lift up through the hips. Look to balance 2 to 3 seconds. If you want an extra challenge, just close the eyes. Breathe. Woo-hoo. Closing the eyes, no joke. Remember to continue to lift through the core. That's going to help stabilize everything up through and push that big toe down either onto the floor or into your shoes. Good. A couple more each side. Awesome. Last time through, one side and then the other. Excellent. All right, we're going to go alternating hamstring stretch this time. Hand behind the head, one heel down, one toe up, bowing forward and stand. And then you're going to switch legs. Heel down, toe up, bow forward and stand. Good job. Back and forth here. About another 30 seconds. You can even pause for a second in that bottom position. Feel that stretch gently and then come up out. You can notice if one side's more stiff than the other. Definitely feeling that. We had about a 12-hour car ride on Sunday. We moved our belongings from Arizona over to Colorado. So it's been a fun-filled past few days. All right, last one. And back to center. And one more time through on our jumping or step jacks. A little more blood flow, and then we'll take some time to stretch. There you go. Jumping or stepping, another 10 seconds. From here, we're going to go back to the Martian punch, or again, if you prefer, higher intensity, running high knees works great too. So either marching, punch across the body. Fantastic. Smile. Be grateful that you're taking care of your body. Two, one, and go ahead and bring it down to a walk. Since we warmed up those squats, let's go ahead if you need to balance on something. If you want to lie down, we're going to go quad stretch next. So we're going to grab a foot, pull the heel towards the glute, and we're going to go about 20 seconds on each side. My clock has officially died, so we're going to not so much work on time as, actually I'm just going to holler down and get another clock. Just thinking about how I could adjust the workout if I didn't have a clock. We could go for reps, obviously. And switch when you're ready. Very good. Hold it nice and smooth on the other side. I'll be right back. Hey, Bruce. The battery charger is dead and my phone is dead. Can I use your phone for clock? Thank you. All right. And we did a quad stretch on each side. Fantastic. Go ahead and come down to the floor. We're going to start by opening the hips. We're going to do call it windshield wipers. So seated, feet flat, knees bent but divided through the legs, and literally think about windshield wipering your legs side to side here. Not forcing anything, just kind of open through the hips. Thank you. Good. Very good. And then once you finish that, go ahead and make your way to your back. Set those shoulder blades back and down. We're going to extend one leg straight out and go ahead and pull the other knee towards the same side shoulder. So here you want to actively be pushing down the extended leg, and then the leg that you have pulled in, we're going to roll that ankle around. Hi, Leo. Silly, fluffy goofball. All right, and then we're going to go from here, start to sweep the knee across the body. We're going to transition into a glute stretch now. Go ahead and close the eyes here and take about 2 to 3 breaths in this stretch. And just shift the leg around slightly. If you don't really feel that tension, see if you can move the leg slightly downward or upward to find a sticky spot. Good, one more nice deep breath here. And relax, and let's go ahead and switch sides. Extend that leg out, pull the other knee to the same side shoulder, and we're actively pushing the straight leg down, ankle rolls. 3 to 5 one direction, and reverse, 3 to 5 the other. Good, and then when you're ready, start to shift across the body, pull the knee towards the opposite shoulder. Relax the eyes and breathe. As you breathe in, feel your stomach rise up, and then relax out of it. One more breath. And down. Fantastic. Bend the knees. Feet flat on the ground, reset those shoulders as needed, and then we're going to start to bridge the hips up. Hands can rest on the side or on the front of your hips. Relax down, hands nice and smooth, drive them up, getting those glutes to fire. That's 2 on my end. Let's go about 5 to 8 total. Pausing 1 to 2 seconds in that open position. And you can start to notice like an opening through the neck as well. So as I push my hips up, don't be shy to kind of pull that chin towards your chest. Make a double, triple chin, and just allow the back of the head to open a little bit. Breathing. Very good. Couple more. Up and hold. Down and relax. Last one. Say hello, glutes. Wake it up. And all the way down. Fantastic. All right, we're gonna get ready for our first circuit. Feel free if you wanna grab a drink. We're gonna be squatting for 30 seconds. You're welcome to hold a weight right in front of the chest. And then we're gonna do some core work combined with our squat. So we'll go into planks. You can do them elevated, hand up on the chair. Or for tonight's session, we're gonna demonstrate everything from the floor, but this would be the elevated position, okay? You can go unweighted with your squats like we did in the warm-up. Or when we talk about a goblet squat, we typically hold the weight right here in front of the chest, feet planted, and knees driving out, staying nice and tall. Obviously, if you have a dumbbell, you can hold it sideways as well. So not a huge right or wrong. All right, so let's go ahead and get started on our first set. We're gonna go here in 10 seconds. Starting in 5, set those feet. And 2, 1, here we go. Send those hips back, knees out, nice and smooth. Go use this first set to kind of continue to warm up the body, make sure everything's feeling good, moving nice and smooth. Halfway through. And then depending upon where your energy levels are, you can look to hold this same pace throughout, or if you're feeling pretty good, have recovered well recently, had some good sleep, then feel free if you want to move faster in the later rounds. Good, rest and rotate. Move into our plank next. We're gonna go left arm side plank. Stack that elbow under the shoulder. You can come up on the knees or extended legs. 2, 1, and here we go. Holding for upwards of 30. I'll give you every 10 seconds. Good, there's 10. Shoulders and hips stay square. Continue to lift up out of the hips. That's 20. And 3, 2, 1, there's 30. Good job. We're taking 15 seconds in between exercises. Obviously, if you want to transition faster, you're welcome to it. Now going into the right arm. After this right arm, we'll have 30 seconds before we roll into that second set. 2, 1, come on up. Up and hold, everything nice and square. Breathe. 10 seconds down. And obviously you can either just hold for like 10 to 20 if you need to shorten it, or if you want to take a quick break and then come back in, that works well. That's our 20. Almost there. And 3, 2, 1, and relax. Fantastic. Set 1. Set 2 coming up in 25 seconds. Good time to grab a drink of water. All right. And then we can just rock the hips side to side a little bit. Still have just over 10 seconds left. Very good. So we're going back to those goblet squats. You can stay with the same weight if you want to go a little bit heavier for set 2. 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Sinking back, standing smooth. Always better to have that quality of movement, so coming down as far as you can, having good traction of the knees and the hips, quality movement over speed of movement. Find something straight ahead to focus on. 10 seconds left. Chest tall, breathe smooth, and rest. Great job. Left side plank. Two, one, and here we go. So you can continue to hold this static plank, or if you want to add a variation, you could do we call it rotations, where that top arm is going to reach underneath that bottom arm as you continue to lift up through the hips. There's 15 seconds, halfway. 20. And 3, 2, 1, rotate sides. Nice work. Make sure your elbow's in a good position. Stack it right underneath that shoulder. Stack the legs. And 2, 1, come on up. Up and hold, either static hold or moving into the rotations. Ten seconds done. Great job. Nice positions. Over 20 seconds is done now. Almost there. And end of set 2. Awesome. 1 to go. 30 seconds rest. All right, great work. So last set of squats in this sequence, we do have a variation of squat in the last part of the workout. All right, 5 seconds, set those feet about hip width apart, slight toe out, nice tall chest. Here we go, sinking down, stand strong. Coordinate the breathing. The faster you move, typically the faster you're gonna breathe. I like to think about having symmetrical breathing, maybe meaning that it sounds the same for every rep. Breathe in, breathe out to stand. Good job. And 2, 1, rest and rotate. Dealing with a little bit more elevation than when I was in Phoenix. I think we're at like 4,700 feet here. Stack that shoulder, stack the hips, and here we go. There was snow today, just up the mountain from where we're living now, so that was kind of wild, considering it was like 90 yesterday. Good job, halfway. Good, there's 20 seconds. I forgot we did rotations last round. Obviously, you can do that if you prefer. And 3, 2, 1, rest and rotate. The elevation gets to my brain sometimes. Just joking. Stack the elbow under the shoulder. Stack the feet, going up in 5. Last plank, here we go. Holding strong. Strong core means a healthy, happy spine. So you do that static hold if you want to move into those rotations. We're 10 seconds in. As you rotate, really key to continue to lift up those hips so they don't drop down in an odd position. That's 20 seconds. And 3, 2, 1, done there. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and come onto our side. Let's stretch out those quads once more. This time we'll do it from a side lying position, grabbing the foot, pull the heel towards the glute. 20 seconds here. Gently driving the thigh back. Next sequence is going to be similar, but then we're going to do some upper body work, but similar as in 30 seconds work, 15 rests. Go ahead and switch legs on the quads. We're going to be doing a bent over row with the upper body, and then the second movement will be either a lying fly, which I'll show you here in just a moment, or band pull apart. So if you can lay on your stomach, then lying flies are great, or if you prefer to stand, then band pull aparts. Just focusing on that mid and mid back position. Good. And before we roll out here, let's go ahead and come into child's pose for a moment. Toes together, knees divide. Reach the arms out and rock the hips back towards the heels. Take a couple deep breaths into the back of the spine, or back of the lungs, I should say. Good, now we're gonna rock forward, and go ahead, we're gonna kick the left leg out to the side, foot on the ground, and then you're gonna gently rock the hip back towards the heel. Rock forward and back. Let's get 5 on each side. Forward, back. Good job. Go ahead and switch legs. While you're switching legs and I'm down here on the floor, I'm going to show you this lying fly. So you lie face down. You bring your arms to the side, palms up, chin in, head nice and neutral. And you're simply, it's like you're trying to push the air up towards the ceiling. So outstretched hand, pushing up, and you're squeezing your shoulder blades together. So shoulders back and down. You want to pause the top, okay? And you can also engage that lower body. So I engage the glutes and the back side as well, up and squeeze, okay? So it's that one, or standing or seated, the pull aparts. So those are your options there, okay? Let's go ahead and get into position for that bent over row, and we'll do that first round together. So if you don't have a chair or a bench, you're gonna be here in a long lunge with the weight in one arm. It's gonna be 30 seconds in each arm with 15 seconds between sides. Actually, let's just make it 10. You all don't quite need that full 15. All right, folks, we're gonna start in 10 seconds. Left arm row. So if you have your bench here, feet about hip width apart, bow forward, nice flat spine, and here we go. Elbow up and in, reach it forward. Breathe in to reach, exhale to pull that elbow high. Good, halfway. And ready, last one, and rest. Good job. Stand it up for a moment, short rest. And then we'll go ahead and get into position. Same thing on the other side. Here we go. Elbow nice and high. Coordinate your breathing. Halfway. Good job. And rest. Fantastic. Either grab your band or make your way to the floor. All right. And 3, 2, 1, here we go. Both arms together, squeezing the shoulder blades back. Strengthen that posterior. Breathing here. Good job. We're halfway through. These lion flies, it's like one of those exercises. It doesn't really seem like a big deal until you start to do it. Like, okay, it's really burning. I feel it like my triceps, then obviously my mid-back. And rest. Good job. We got a couple extra seconds on that one. Just enjoyed it so much. Great job, folks. That's set one. Let's go 20 seconds till we start set two. Back on that left arm row. Grab a quick drink. Whew. Good. We'll start in 10. Feet in position, reaching forward, and begin when you're ready. Good. Halfway. Pausing against the torso, reach in, hold it in, and rest. Good job. We'll take 10. Shake it out, bop it around, and then back into position. Here we go. Opposite arm. Elbow high, reaching forward. Good. 10 seconds left. Good. And 2, 1. Rotate. Pull aparts or lion flies. You decide. See if I can tell time this time. 2, 1, and begin when you're ready. Remember to fire the glutes as well. I always kind of like try to imagine like someone standing in front of me and like kind of pushing my shoulder blades back and down the spine. Help give that little assist. Good job. 10 seconds left. Breathe and squeeze everything together. Fantastic. And rest. Woo. Good work. Kind of push back into child's pose or push back into down dog for a second on your way back to your feet if you're down on the ground. And shake it out. Good. 20 seconds more on the rest, and then we'll roll through that last round. Let's see. Lighting's a little better over here. All right, folks, going in 5. Left arm first. And begin. Halfway. Good. 5 seconds. And rest. Good job. 1 shakeout. Awesome. Back to position. Grab your weight. And here we go on that right arm. Pulling that weight all the way into your torso. Elbow as high as you can above your body. Breathe and hold. Job. Less than 10 seconds. Good quality reps here. Nice strong pull up and in. And rotate. Awesome. Lion flies or pull aparts. I think I'm going to finish it out with the pull aparts. We'll go in 10. Good job. Shoulder blades back and down. 2, 1, and here we go. Either palms up towards the ceiling, Squeezing those hands like you're trying to push the air to the sky, or opening here through the chest. Avoiding that shoulder shrug. Shoulders down. Halfway. Obviously, the closer you grab, the more resistance you'll have. I like to keep this kind of a moderate effort. Good, and rest. Fantastic. If you got a band in your arm, go ahead and bring it up to overhead. Open through the chest a little bit. If you don't have any bands in your arm, you can like sit up and just kind of circle the arms back a little bit. But these bands are kind of nice to just give a little extra opening. So I reach up and back, just kind of pull them open. There you go, Amy, just like that, opening the chest. Nice, Camille. All right, so you got a pretty straightforward finisher. Like I said earlier, you can either stick with that squat like we did this morning, or you can move it into a thruster. So the thruster is that full squat, and then driving it up to overhead, straight overhead, okay? We roll right into the second exercise, or you're welcome to use that 30 seconds to rest. The other option is jump or step jacks. And our third exercise, either elevated or on the ground, are mountain climbers. Knees up towards the same side elbow on the floor. It looks something like this. You could do a stepping mountain climber, or if you want, you could do a jumping, back and forth. Okay? Then we'll have 30 seconds to rest, and I'm going to take you through 4 sets of that. Okay? But let's go, before we roll right into that, let's stretch our upper body just a hair, and then we'll have a nice little cool down stretch to finish. So let's start with the lat. Try to grab onto something, side of a doorway, a chair here. Grab on, hang back gently, and then I'm going to reach under with that opposite arm. So we're looking to stretch that side body, lat. Sometimes I'll even feel this one down into the hip a little bit. And just wherever you feel the tension, try to focus your air into there for a nice deep breath to finish. Breathe in deep. Exhale. And let's come on up, and we're going to switch sides. One nice deep breath. Grab on, hang back, and rotate under. Again, just feeling it all along the side of the body here. Breathing through the tension. One more breath here. Fantastic. Come on up. And let's stretch out those triceps. Reach up to overhead. Chin tall, elbow bent. So this would be like a regular tricep stretch. And then we'll go ahead and add the side bend, bending to the side. Breathe in to lengthen. And exhale to the bend to the side. Good job. 3 more. Awesome. Last one. Cool. Shake out the arms. Kind of step out the feet a little bit. Wonderful. And then switch sides. Reaching up, bend the elbow, chin in, chest tall, grab on, and bend to the side. Once more. Fantastic. All right, go ahead, make sure your squat's still nice and warm. Kind of sink back, kind of shift a little bit side to side, and then stand tall. Awesome. And then go ahead and grab one more drink, and we're gonna get started here in right about 20 seconds. We'll have that first set of either squatting, or I'm gonna be doing some thrusters. Then we'll roll into the jumping jacks and mountain climbers to finish the circuit. All right, 8 seconds. 2, 1, and here we go. Sitting back, push straight up to overhead. Good job. Breathe here. These thrusters tend to kind of shoot up our heart rate. Thrusters and those mountain climbers. Actually, all of it, right? Good. 10 seconds here. And remember, we're going to straight transition into the second exercise, jumping jacks. Good. Ready? And put your weight down smooth. excuse me, and either step or jump. Most importantly, breathe, smile. My personality tends to take life a little too seriously from time to time. 10 seconds left. If you don't want to jumping jack, you can kind of dance around. The whole idea here is just to move your body. And getting ready for mountain climbers. Here we go. Coming down or elevating the hands on the side of the couch, side of a chair. I think these are always hard too because they kind of compress your diaphragm as you bring that knee up. So it really challenges the breathing. Good, stay with it, 10 seconds. Then we're gonna have a 30 seconds rest. And there's our rest. Nice job, one done. Do that 3 more times. And if you're a little bit more tired today and you want a little bit longer rest in between sets, listen to your body, give it that rest. You can even kind of walk and just chill and then work every other round. All right, folks, if you're joining us, we're going in 10 seconds for set 2. Set the feet, slight toe out, hip width apart, and here we go. Sitting back, driving up. Or again, you're welcome to just do a regular squat. There's no wrong in that. Halfway. Handle's got a jingle to it. 10 seconds. Great breathing, everybody. Good overhead positions, nice ladies. And rest. There's no gents here tonight, but if anyone's, oh, excuse me, jumping jacks. Jumping jacks, dance around. Move and breathe, have some fun. Good, 10 seconds till the mountain climbers. Good, ready? And transition. Nice wide base of support, so meaning spread your fingers as wide as you can. Step and breathe. Very good. 10 seconds. Rest breaks coming. We're working our lower core here, obviously our midsection to hold the body up and upper body. And there's our rest. Woo, halfway point. 2 down, 2 to go. Nice smile, Amy. Reminding yourself how much you love this, how much you missed us. Yeah, that's right. All right. All right, 5 seconds. Set the feet. Gain your composure. You can do it. Here we go. Just focus on 1 rep at a time. Breathing through. Notice that self-talk. Depending on our background with exercise, sometimes movement will elicit some of those really ugly stories we have about ourselves that don't really serve us. So now's a great time to rewrite them 1 thought at a time. 2, 1, jumping jacks or step jacks. Or dance. Woo! There we go. You see why I love school dances? Good job. 10 seconds till our mountain climbers. Celebrate. 2, 1, here we go. Dancing along the mountain. Nice job. There's your halfway. Good, stay focused now. Into set 3, we have less than 10 seconds. 2, 1, and done there. Awesome job. If your body is like, that is enough, then have that be enough. 3 rounds is fantastic work. If you're feeling good, we're going to get in 15 seconds. And this is our last round, and we'll finish with a stretch. All right. Feet in our squatting position. 2, 1, and here we go. Sit it back. Push those feet. We call it a thruster because the idea is that last quarter of the squat, you give a little thrust to the hips, and that gives that lift to overhead. Halfway. Good job, everybody. Focus. Eyes forward on the squat. And rotate. Jumping jacks. March in place. Dance. Move your body. How does it feel good to move to you? Nice job. 10 seconds left. Anybody wants to join me on Saturday morning and do my friend's online belly dancing class? Get some new ideas for us all. And mountain climbers. Here we go, knees up. Breathing and moving. This is our last round, everybody. Stay strong all the way to the end. Awesome, 10 seconds. We're almost there. And there's the top of our mountain for the night. Woohoo! Great job. Yay, did it. Awesome job, ladies. All right. Walk it out for a second. Bring that heart rate a little bit down. And then we'll get a nice stretch. Let me just check the time. Beautiful. All right, we're gonna stay standing for a second and take it to the wall or a doorway. We're gonna stretch the upper body. Let's see. I really like the flat wall as well. I'm gonna use this chair. I'm gonna set my inside leg forward. You don't have to be in a lunge, you can just stand. Forearm on the post. You find something to kind of block your arm against. Now you're gonna lean in and rotate and turn away. There's my in this lunge. I gotta get the hip flexor a little bit into it if I have the other leg out. It's not right or wrong. You can even try to change up the legs, even if you're standing. And you'll just feel it slightly different down through the hips. The fascia of our muscle make these like slings across our body. So we want to just keep those all open. Very good. Let's switch sides. Ooh, I got a good sweat on that one. That feels nice. It's been a little bit cold all day. Lean into it and rotate away. Again, get a nice opening through the chest. Totally okay to stand. Nice big breaths, especially those of you that are here live for the evening class. It's a really important time to start to bring the heart rate down. Take your nervous system into that state of recovery. Good, come up out of that. And then let's make our way down to the floor. We're gonna start in more of that child's pose position. Toes together, knees divide. But this time we're gonna go palms up. So I'm gonna go little fingers together. And then we're gonna rock back. Drop the head between the arms. And take some nice big breaths into the back of the rib cage. Just ever so gently dropping a little bit farther towards the floor on the exhale. One more. Breathe it out. Excellent. Go ahead and place the hands, palms down under the shoulders. Turn the toes under. We're going to lift those hips up. Lift the hips high as you gently pulse the head between the arms. Rock forward, hips up, rock back. Let's get about 5 pulses here. Got one more. And then from here, let's get a nice stretch on the calves. So kind of sink into one side, drop that heel towards the floor. And then we'll come up and rotate, sink that other one down. Shout out to my stepdaughter for allowing me to use her bedroom for the class tonight and this morning. She just painted her walls, so we have this nice flat wall to use for now. All right, from here, we're gonna come back down. Stay up on the hands, hand behind the head, elbow to elbow. We're gonna rotate and peer over that shoulder. Get some rotation in the mid back. Get between 5 and 8 on each side. And as you rotate, lift up out of that bottom shoulder. Pausing in that open position, peering up to the ceiling. Very good. After about 5 or 8, we're going to switch sides. Same thing on the other side. Elbow to elbow, rotate, and peer towards the ceiling or sky. You get to be outside right now. It's a little too chilly for me to be outside. I think we're in the 40s at the moment. Breathe in, exhale as you rotate. Get out one more here. Fantastic. Place the hands back down. Now you're gonna walk your knees in so that your legs are together, and we're gonna gradually rock our hips side to side. Help stretch out the side of the hips and a little bit of the low back. Very good. Twisting through the torso. Fantastic. And then we're gonna go into pigeon next, or if you prefer, you can flip over on your back for figure 4. But if you're good for pigeon, we're gonna push from the down dog, swing one leg forward, and square up your hips and shoulders as well as you can. And as all of our stretches go, it doesn't want to be painful, okay? So you can always prop yourself up with blankets here as well, or again, you can flip over on your back. Spend about another 10 seconds here. And very gently, I'll just gently sway my body side to side. Kind of get a little bit more open into the hip. So notice which leg's forward. So I've got the right leg forward. We're gonna kind of roll to the hip, and now we're gonna swing that back leg around and come into a seated twist. So sitting nice and tall, hug that leg in, and now we're gonna peer over that opposite shoulder. If you're fairly flexible here, you can try to kind of work that elbow around or just hug it in, whatever works for you. About one more big breath. And then we're going to come out of that. And now we're going to go back into down dog. And now it should be your left leg forward, or which, if you were the opposite of me, then the opposite. Whichever leg you just had held into your chest. So take a moment here, sink into those calves one more time. I know mine are pretty tight. Kind of sway in side to side, dropping that heel back towards the floor. And then when you're ready, swing that leg forward. If it's the same as me, it's left. Square the hips as well as you can. And we're going to spend 20 to 30 seconds here. Again, just gently sway side to side. You can stay propped up, or as you feel comfortable, you can start to lower yourself down. Close the eyes and breathe. Start to express a little gratitude for yourself for taking the time and finishing out this session. Give yourself any grace you may need for any self-judgment you've been giving yourself today or criticisms. Remember, we need to be our own best friend from time to time, or all the time ideally. Go ahead and roll over onto that hip and bring that leg around. We'll finish here with the seated twist. Sitting tall, holding it in. Like we need to practice being the opposite of our own worst enemy. I might be talking to myself as well. Poor human, good. Look over that shoulder, twist nice and deep. Let's go one more nice big breath. And relax out. Fantastic. I invite you to go ahead and roll onto your back. And let's just come into corpse pose here. Feet bent or legs straight. Suck those shoulder blades back and down. Palms up. Now we're just going to take about a moment here. I'm going to hang out here with you as well. We're going to take a full minute on our back. Just breathing. Nice long exhales. And let's take another 30 seconds and go nice and quiet. Very good. Another breath or two. As important as movement is to keep ourselves vital, taking time to have some stillness is really fantastic for our mental and emotional well-being. So much of our world is reaction time, rushing, here, there, and everything, our endless to-do list. So don't hesitate to take time to value that moments of press and pause. All right, we're gonna go ahead and leave you there with that. Take as long as you need. And thank you all for being here. We'll stop the recording and hope to see you next time.